a postseason edition of the Bob and Paul Show here at Koch Arena. Shockers preparing to go to St. Louis, where they don't do well, and they should do well this year, we think, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think they put 75 points out there, which is kind of a slightly below average night for them, and I think it will be difficult for most Valley teams, maybe even Illinois State, to reach that.
Are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday necessary, or are we going right to Sunday, Illinois State, Wichita State? What the likelihood of an upset? I'm saying 10%.
Very small, yeah. I think in years past they had really good teams, but there was a third place team or a fourth place team that had gone 12-6 and maybe had some things going. But this year that just doesn't seem to be anybody other than Illinois State.
Two Shockers make first team All Missouri Valley Conference. Lander Shamet, Marcus McDuffie. Really good news there is that one's a freshman, one's a sophomore, and they're going to be around a while. Connor Frankamp and Shaq Morris, third team. What do you make of the All Valley team?
I think it turned out well for Wichita State. I think maybe you could quibble a little bit about Connor and or Shaq maybe being second team, maybe being first team, but maybe being second team instead of third team. But I don't see that as a huge thing. But yeah, you get a freshman and a sophomore on first team All Valley. That's difficult to do in what is usually a senior dominated league.
If I told you that Wichita State and Illinois State have the 5 and maybe the 6 or 7 best players in the Valley this year, would you swat me on the hand with a ruler like Doug Elgin might?
No, I wouldn't have argued at all if First Team Valley had been all Shockers and Redbirds. I wasn't surprised that it wasn't. I was surprised there was only 3, and I think Illinois State got a bad bounce on that.
All right, let's shoot ahead even farther. Let's talk NCAA tournament. The selections come out March 12th. We're still 12 days away from that. What do you expect? What seed right now in your mind do you think Wichita State will get?
I have talked myself into, if they are 30-4, a 7 seed. I don't know if I don't think that's wildly optimistic. I think Joe Lunardi has them an 8 seed. Some places have them an 8 seed. So I think that's, I guess I got to say that's on the table.
Now the way this craziness works is that they will get no boost for their first 2 wins in the Valley tournament. In fact, they will get punished for beating Bradley and whomever. So they'll have to beat Illinois State for that 7 seed scenario to come true, right?
Definitely. Yeah. That's one of the wild things about it. We're talking about them 30-4 and a 7 seed, but if they're 29-5, then that's going to be a nervous white knuckle week around here.
Well, we'll be seeing you throughout the postseason, starting on Friday over in St. Louis. Wichita State plays the winner of Bradley and Drake, and yes, they are going to go through with that game, Bradley and Drake, in the semifinals of the Valley Tournament Thursday night. We'll see you from St. Louis.